I was 8 years old and started here in Phoenix when Phoenix was a little town, and my parents built a house on the by the sixth green at Phoenix Country Club. It was in the heart of the Depression and not too many people were playing, so we snuck on the golf course, and I was playing every afternoon after school and every day. I was so confident. Nobody else was any good. A couple hustlers came through town, and you've probably heard of Barry Goldwater, who ran for president. I cleaned up on, won a lot of money. And then Pearl Harbor came, and I signed up that night for the military, or the Air Corps, and they couldn't take me for 6 months. They didn't have enough field. So I played all day, every day. And in that time, I became the best I've ever been by far. 5 or 6 years, I built a little 9-hole course in Scottsdale. And I played the Phoenix Open every year and things like that. And Ross Berg and Arnold Palmer were staying at my house. My son always brags that I made the cut, and both of them missed the cut. 3 months later, Palmer won the Masters. Yeah, I take the credit. I meant to reply to that is baloney.
Brilliant. A little bit earlier, Tom, you were talking about when you played the US Amateur at Pebble Beach, and you said it's one of your regrets. But you were talking about stymies. Now, a lot of golfers wouldn't know what a stymie is, so could you explain that to them, please?
Sure. Back, they outlawed it in about 1951, something like that. And in those days, all the scorecards were 6 inches long, because if this was only in match play, because medal play, it wouldn't be fair. In fact, it wasn't even fair then in match play. But if your opponent's ball was between your ball and the hole, he didn't have to mark it. And sometimes he would be right smack in your way, and you'd have to putt out to the side. Or if you were close enough to his ball, you might chip over. And it was not a stymie if his ball was within 6 inches of the hole, or if he was within 6 inches of your ball. And that's why scorecards were 6 inches long, to measure that stymie.
Were you a good putter before the war?
Yes, yeah. I was so confident. Nobody else was any good. And a couple hustlers came through town, and I cleaned up on, won a lot of money from them.
How much money are we talking, Tom?
Well, there was a guy named, you've probably heard of Barry Goldwater, who ran for president, and his brother Bob Goldwater was Mr. Golf of Arizona. They owned a big clothing store in Phoenix, or a department store, and Bob was very friendly with the Hollywood people, and he got the Phoenix Open started in the early 30s, and he was a good golfer himself. And I was hitting balls one Saturday morning, and Goldwater came, "You're just the guy I'm looking for." And Todd and Walker were going around the country playing various people. And so Goldwater and I played them, and they were betting pretty big. I don't know how much, but I could only afford a dollar. And we played that Saturday and played 18. Then they wanted to go another 9, and I think I won about $40 or $50 playing for dollars. They'd press. And then the next day we did it again, and we won again. And we had 4 holes. 4 holes. It was getting dark, and they wanted to play more. So they played double or nothing for the 4 holes. And I was nervous as could be, even though I didn't do well. And Goldwater tied him the first 2 holes, and we went 1, 2, 5, and 9. That gets back to the clubhouse. And on the 5th hole, relatively short par 4 with a big trap right in front of the green, so everybody laid up. Short one had about 90 yards to the hole. And I hold my second shot with a wedge. Now they're fit to be tied, and it's too dark to see anymore, but we play the 9th hole. all 4 balls were on the green, but 40 or 50 feet. Damn, I was the first one to putt, and I hold about a 40-footer, and I know I won $80 that playing for dollars. But that's like winning now, 20 to 1, I guess, from what the dollar's worth.
Surprised my wife. I got on an earlier flight, and I was supposed to be at 10. I came in at 8, about 8:30. Opened the door. Phyllis Diller's playing the piano, and Sammy Davis out on the floor dancing. I didn't know either one of them was standing there. But that's the way it was sometimes.